Yo, can y'all hear me? Hold on, I'm gonna get stream set up real quick, and then we gonna get started. But we got the AFC and NFC championship matchups today. Let me see. Make sure I can hear y'all. No lags, no things of that nature. All right. All right. Put this right here. View channel. Live. And we up. All right. So welcome to the Any Given Weekday Football League. In this league, what we are doing is we started from the year 1996 and we're progressing forward throughout the NFL history, letting computers play. And I commentate a lot. I do a live commentation of the game. So we have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Miami Dolphins in the AFC Championship. And on the NFC side, we have the Green Bay Packers against the LA Rams. So let me do this. T96 AFC. Alrighty, so again, this is the 1996 NFL playoffs. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers against the LA Rams. The first game we're going to show is the AFC Championship. So the Jacksonville Jaguars features a team of Barry Sanders, Steve McNair, Isaac Bruce. They also have Keyshawn Johnson, tight end Wesley Walls, Jonathan Ogden on the offensive line. On the defense, they feature Warren Sapp, Hugh Douglas, and Aeneas Williams. So this is your Jacksonville Jaguars. For the Miami Dolphins, they have a team that features quarterback Kerry Collins, who's showing up as a 99 overall. He's had an amazing year. They got wide receiver Joey Galloway, Marshall Faulk, Marvin Harrison Sr., some solid offensive linemen, and they also have Shannon Sharp on the offense. Their defense features Willie McGinnis and Rod Woodson. Also have Charles Haley, and I believe this is, let's see, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick Sapp. So this is going to be our matchup today. We're going to get started. As always, the home team is the initial starter. Let me turn on my other controller just so we can do jerseys. Gotta make sure my voice is right. About to play that game, man. So we've been doing a lot of throwbacks since we're in a 1996 year. And the Jags is going to come out with these, whereas the Dolphins... They're going all teal. Dolphins are going all teal. How about that? All right. If you're on Twitch, you probably have ads right now. I don't know why Twitch is showing ads, but they are. So I'll get started. If you want to, you could also check out the stream on YouTube. I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now. Let's get started. Here we go. This is the AFC Championship. Right now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars coming and visiting the good old Miami Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. Miami Dolphins are getting fired up. As you can see, this stadium is lit tonight with a whole lot of action. A game full of some surprises. Whichever team wins heads to the Super Bowl. We've got the 14-3 Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the amazing, stifling 15-2 Miami Dolphins. Coach Rello versus Coach Darrell. Let's see which coach comes out on top. As it looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars will be receiving the ball first. As always, this is CPU versus CPU, so I do place the game speed on slow, and we sim to the end. As the game begins to open, Miami Dolphins take the kickoff, and it's out. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, Isaac Bruce fields the ball, takes it from the outside, and he's tackled down at the 26-yard line. Steve McNair, coming out of his rookie season, finished with about 3,932 passing yards and 63% completion percentage. Also had 35 touchdowns with 12 interceptions on the year. Not too great, but I'll tell you what, this running back Barry Sanders carried this team all the way to the playoffs. As Steve McNair drops back, feels the pressure, gets sacked on the first play of the game. A loss of 11 yards. What a nice play by Willie McGinnis. Comes through and sacks the rookie quarterback who doesn't have that much experience in the playoffs. Willie McGinnis, I tell you what, this guy is a freak of nature. Causes so much pressures and disrupts that defensive line. It's going to be hard for this Jaguars if they can't block that fella. So 2nd and 21 from the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Steve McNair drops back, feels pressure again, and he comes right through another sack. Back-to-back plays to start the game. 3rd and 30 from the 6-yard line. The Dolphins are sending heat as they're trying to make sure that they come away with this win. So it's going to be a 3rd and 30 and likely a punt at the end of this play, end of this drive. As they send a motion out left and throw a quick screen to gain a couple yards, get them out of the back, get them out from being backed up, and he's tackled by a swarm of Dolphins. So the Dolphins defense comes out firing on all cylinders as they start the game, pushing the Jaguars back to the 14-yard line. 2 sacks on back-to-back plays as they get ready to field the punt. And it's booted. And that's a great punt, 70 yards from the kicker, as the returner gains an extra 10 yards on that return, bringing them down to the 48-yard line. Quarterback Kerry Collins finished the year with 3,636 yards, 67 completion percentage, and he had a 37 touchdown to 3 interception ratio. His offense is also on fire, featuring Marshall Faulk, who gets a play action, dumps it off, and tries to hit his wide receiver Joey Galloway, who drops the ball on the outside run. 2nd and 10 from the 48, motion right. Kerry Collins dumps it off to tight end Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp runs, gains about 15 yards on that reception. So this Dolphins offense, they love this split back formation, and they often run play actions out of it. As they run a orbital motion down the backfield, shift the defensive lineman and try to run it with Marshall Faulk, who's tackled down at the for only a 1-yard gain. He stayed disciplined, although you could tell it was man coverage. They didn't fall for it. So Miami Dolphins come back out in a shotgun formation on 2nd and 9 from the 34-yard line. Great field position. Play action. Hits his tight end, Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp take it down after a gain of 4. 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. They run a quick screen, and he almost gets it from that RPO pass as he's taken down quickly by, looks like, Taylor. So the Dolphins, 4th and 4 from the 29-yard line, settle for a field goal. Drops back and is blocked. Field goal blocked. The Jacksonville Jaguars blocks the first field goal. They can't even put any points on the board. 0-0 still in the first quarter. This Jaguars defense is humming. As the kicker almost got that very close from being a roughing the kicker penalty. The Jacksonville Jaguars offense gets saved as they get the ball at a good position. 35-yard line. McNair drops back, hits his receiver, Isaac Bruce, who tries to spin off one defender, and he gains 12 yards on that reception. Jaguars at the 48-yard line. So as the Jaguars come out, Barry Sanders gets the ball, and he's tackled for a loss, and then there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like there's holding from the Jacksonville Jaguars offensive lineman. John Michaels. It's not his first time getting called for that. He's a habitual holder. As too many of those is going to hurt the team today. 1st and 10, he has plenty of time. Hits up Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders break past one person, jukes another defender, gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage with a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 from the 49-yard line. As the Jags take the ball midfield. Steve McNair hits his receiver again on a crossing route, and Sanders gets that ball for a good 10 yards. Gets the first down. Now the Jags feature some very amazing and tall receivers. Not only do they have Isaac Bruce, they also have Keyshawn Johnson as he tries to throw an out route, but Willie McGinnis, who also got the sack on the first drive, does a great job in pass coverage as he knocks that one out. So McNair runs a quick pass, hits his receiver on a quick out route. Actually, that's his tight end. And he fit that through a tight window, almost intercepted. So that was a risky play, but he holds on to it. Tight end Wesley Walls. Steve McNair got 57 passing yards on the day. As they come out and hand this up to Barry Sanders, who runs right up the middle. Gains 4 on that accelerated run. Too many of those, and he's going to pop one of those off. The Dolphins defense is doing a great job keeping him at bay. So Steve McNair surveying the field, calling audibles, watching the defensive linemen. They're showing him some cues that are some pressure, and he hits his receiver again. Sanders gains 5 yards on that catch, and it's 3rd and inches from the 16-yard line. As they run a QB sneak, Steve McNair gets it. First down. Jaguars at the 15-yard line. So as the Jags get ready to come up, we've got 8 seconds left on the clock. As we approach the end of the first quarter, to see if they snap the ball, and they do. A fake play action. And he hits his receiver, Keyshawn Johnson, who almost gets the touchdown. Can't reach for it, but take it down at the 1-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We had a great defensive hold on the first couple drives for both teams. But this Jaguars team is coming out firing after a blocked field goal. Sets the Jaguars at a good field position from the 35-yard line. And they drove down. As of right now, 64 yards as they get ready to take their 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Barry Sanders gets the inside zone, and he's taken down at the 1. Talk about a goal line stop. Barry is held at bay today. Only 2 rushes for 4 yards. Pretty good from the Dolphins defense. If they can hold him for more, it might be better. As he gets another handoff And he's taken down again at the 1-yard line. No gain. His defense, red zone defense is good. So the Jaguars come out again, and they run it for a third time as Barry Sanders reaches for it, and he's still taken down. 4th and goal from the 1. Bishop comes through and tackles Barry twice in the backfield as the Jags offense can't get anything. This defensive lineman for the Dolphins is humming. Look, there's no lanes. He's having a jump cut and try to make a way, but there's nothing. So as the Jags call timeout, well, Dolphins call timeout, the Jaguars come out and get ready to go for it on 4th and 1. Figured we might as well, we got here all the way, might as well give the offense another opportunity at scoring. So a slow motion from Keyshawn Johnson at the top of the screen as they get a wide receiver. He lofts it up, and the wide receiver doesn't catch it. Amazing defense from the Miami Dolphins, as that was a terrible loft. Had too much time in the air. It's knocked out by Rod Woodson. So instead of hitting their primary receiver, Isaac Bruce, they throw it out. The Dolphins get the ball at the 1-yard line. Kerry Collins and his offense comes out. They got to drive down the field 99 yards to try to get them a score. As they run it with Marshall Faulk, who can't get tackled down at the back line, and he gets off. 99 rushing yards immediately to Marshall Faulk and the Miami Dolphins. And he tries to go crazy, and he's touchdown. What a spin move as he puts that on the defender, and he runs 99 yards and goes home. This Dolphins team is crazy. As if it wasn't for that block punt, this score would be 10-0. Block field goal, the score would be 10-0. With that long 99-yard rush, the Dolphins go up. It only took them 13 seconds to score. So Dolphins go up by 7. Jaguars field the returner. And Barry Sanders takes this one out as he jukes one defender and gets that ball back down at the 33-yard line this time. What a crazy turn of events. 99 yards. After the Jaguars tried to go for it 4 times. They ran 4 plays in the red zone, and they couldn't come away with anything. Barry Sanders gets the ball from the outside and only gains 1 yard on that catch. Steve McNair drops back, hits his receiver Keyshawn, who can't catch it. He drops the ball. He must have felt some pressure from the linebacker on that back end. His breath is hovering over him. As Steve McNair, 3rd and 9 from the 34-yard line, drops back, surveys the field, hits his receiver again, and that's short. So it looks like this is going to end up being a punt. 4th and 7 from 36. After they couldn't come away with any points on their last drive. They give the ball back to the Dolphins, who return it. Gets tackled down at the 20-yard line. And we know that this Dolphins team isn't scared of this defense, as they just ran it out right in the face. And Marshall Faulk pops one off for a long touchdown. The longest of the year. Trips left. Marshall Faulk gets the ball again, and he's tackled down shortly after 4 yards on that carry. So 3 rushes for 106 yards from Marshall Faulk today. Amazing stat line. As you can see, that yards per carry is probably pretty insane right now. As the Dolphins throw a quick slant, gain 6 yards for the first down. So they run another motion left with the tight end Shannon Sharp, who gets the quick pass. 8 yards on that catch for Shannon Sharp. Marshall Faulk gets the handoff, and he's tackled down after gaining 1. So 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Kerry Collins in the offense comes out. Looks like they're under center. This might be a QB sneak. As they run it, and he's tackled down again, but he gets the first down. He reaches for it. Marshall Faulk reaches as the defender is grabbing him, tugging him to the ground, and the referees give him the first down. As they run up play action, Marshall Faulk gets tagged in the backfield, but Shannon Sharp picks up the reception for 8 yards. This carry is loving his tight end right now. Dolphins driving down the field, hits his receiver, and he gets it. Another catch, number 88. That's Marvin Harrison Sr. right there. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning in the second quarter as the Miami Dolphins are already leading 7-0. Shannon Sharp looks to be on fire. And he's talking trash to the team. As you know, he's awfully good for. As he throws it, hits his receiver, and Marvin can't come down with the ball as his safety, Washington, pokes that ball right out. So 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Kerry Collins surveys the field, hits his old reliable tight end, gains 5 yards on that catch. 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line. So they're back near field goal territory. First down here helps, of course, as there's going to be a penalty on the defense. Looks like roughing the passer, and that's going to be an automatic first down. Roughing the passer on Lonnie Marks. So after the defense basically stopped them and was holding them to a field goal, linebacker can't hold his composure. They run a play action, hold on the penalty, which likely was going to be a good 1st and goal. Dolphins lineman brings that play back. Greg Skrepanak. Is that how you pronounce his last name? Skrepanak? Either way, Kerry Collins hits the receiver up again. Joey Galloway gains 15 on that catch. 2nd and 6 from the 13-yard line. As the clock is winding down, only 40 seconds left on the clock. He hits Shannon Sharp again. Shannon Sharp down at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. And Dolphins call timeout. So as the Dolphins offense get ready to take on 1st and goal from their red zone, 34 seconds left, 1 timeout left. They change the audible formation. All an audible to change the formation as Marshall Faulk peels out in the backfield. He looks to be wide open. Another holding penalty on the Dolphins as Marvin Harrison couldn't come down with the ball. Holding on Ruben Brown right there. So 1st and goal from the 15-yard line. Dolphins loving the middle of the field right now. Get tackled down a 2nd and goal. 4-yard line. Dolphins timeout. They just want to stop that clock. So as they have another try, the middle of the field has been a weak spot for this Jaguars defense. See if they could try to make a couple adjustments as they try to throw it to the outside receiver, and he drops the ball immediately. So 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. It looks like the Jags might be sending some pressure from the safeties. And they get to him. Kerry Collins sacked. Can they rush out the field goal unit fast enough with 18 seconds left on the clock? As they have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they get the kickoff. So Miami Dolphins going to halftime up 10-0. What could have been, honestly, 13-0 if it wasn't for that block kick. The Jaguars defense try to give their own version of a red zone stop. Dolphins up 10-0, though. As Coach Tyrello will see if he can get his team together. So this is the halftime report from your 1996 AFC Championship game. Marshall Faulk takes the ball 99 yards after the Jaguars offense go for it on 4 plays and can't get anything. Barry Sanders is trying to do his best out there, but only has about 5 yards on about 7 carries. There's a long differential between these running backs as Marshall Faulk popped one long one off for 99 yards. That pushed him at 5 rushes for 111. as Barry got 4 carries for 16 yards on the day. Both quarterbacks trying their best as the Dolphins get the ball again at halftime. Up 10-0. The runner tries to put a juke on him. Joey Galloway tackled down at 29-yard line. So Marshall Faulk having himself a day. Got 110 total yards today, but 107 on the ground. Kerry Collins comes out, runs it again. Marshall Faulk spins, and he breaks another one as he's going 71 yards for a long Miami Dolphins touchdown. That puts the Dolphins up 17-0 in this AFC Championship, and this is going to be a blowout. Marshall Faulk is putting the team on his back, spinning and juking defenders left and right. There's nothing they can do as this running back is running home. Running man, running man. So the Dolphins go up 17-0 easily. 2 long rushes from this Marshall Faulk. He has about 180 rushing yards just on 6 carries today as Barry Sanders returns the ball, breaks 1 tackle, gets tackled down at the 33-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Steve McNair drops back, finds his receiver open. Wesley Walls kicks the ball for 6 yards on that catch. As the Jaguars try to have a little urgency. Another motion from Sanders, the wide receiver. He comes out and gets sacked on the next drive. So after a 6-yard gain, they get sacked for 6 yards, bringing them back to 3rd and 10 from the 33-yard line. As the Dolphins bring more pressure, he launches it, has a receiver. Isaac Bruce can't come down with it. Actually, it's Keyshawn Johnson. This Dolphins team is looking stifling as they approach their ways, as they look forward to the Super Bowl. The Jaguars offense can't do anything in the next couple quarters. The season is over. As 23 comes through, gets the returner down at 21 at the 20-yard line. Dolphins offense coming right back out on the field. And they're having an amazing day today. They decided to just come out in I formation. You might as well run this home with Marshall. Stay on the ground if they're not going to stop him. 7 carries for 179 yards as that one only goes for 1 yard. Double tight. Kerry Collins drops back. Hits his receiver. Wide open. His defense can't cover anything. Marvin Harrison catches that ball for a long 16 yards and gets the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They throw an outside run to their wide receiver. Outside pass to their wide receiver, Joey Galloway, catches it, runs it, gains 8 yards on the carry.
8 yards on the pickup.
Kerry Collins drops back, finds his receiver wide open again. Talk about these post corners. His defense can't cover it. DBs are getting torched all game as Marshall Faulk gets another run. And instead of him bursting at it for another 70-plus yards, he gets tackled down after a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 from the 38-yard line. Tell you what, this Jaguars defense can't find any answers. They're in trouble. And it's picked off. Just when he thought he had Marvin Harrison Sr., Kerry Collins gets snagged by Sanders, the DB. Actually, that's Bobby Taylor. Bobby Taylor, cornerback, number 21 for the Jacksonville Jaguars, comes away with an interception. bringing the Jacksonville Jaguars playoffs hopes back into good standings. So as the Jaguars field the ball, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, they need a touchdown quick. As they dumps it off to Barry Sanders, who can't get far. Take it down by Rod Woodson. It's a legendary safety right there. Come through on the tackling, and he has great field tackling. Hits their tight end on a quick reception. Actually, that's receiver Keyshawn Johnson, a big wide receiver. He doesn't go far, but he gains a good 5 yards on that catch. 3rd and 4. Another 3rd down, and this one actually converted for a first. So hits up wide receiver Sanders. Casey Sanders is their leading receiver on the day. They have about 6 receptions so far. Not featuring their number 1 wide receiver Isaac Bruce much. As he dumps it off to Barry Sanders again, who gets the ball, tries to juke inside, and gets down after gaining 9 yards on that catch. 2nd and inches as they run it with Barry this time, who spins himself, and he breaks away. Barry Sanders running this ball all the way home for a good 48-yard touchdown. Jacksonville finally puts some points on the board. As Barry spins past one defender and runs all the way in. Jacksonville puts 7 on the board as they're now down by 10 following this field goal. Talk about a spin and a jump. Spin and a hurdle. So Miami now leads 17-7 as they get ready to receive the ball, having a 10-point lead. They look to extend it further. Miami returning the ball. 5 to 10, 15, 20. 20 as he puts on the juke. Joey Galloway jukes the defender. Gets tackled down at the 26-yard line. So Kerry Collins in the offense comes back on the field. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. As they get an offsides penalty, and Shannon Sharp takes this ball down 40 yards, so they're going to decline that easily. First and 10 from the 50-yard line after an offsides on the defense. Got to stay disciplined. He's going to try to quick hike you all game. As they throw a quick out route, and a receiver gains 9 on that catch. Kenny McCardle, 2nd and 1 from the 41-yard line. You know this might go to Marshall Faulk. As they run a quick shovel pass, that's taken for a 2-yard loss. Warren Sapp was all over it. Tackled him in the backfield. 2-yard loss on that play. 3rd and 3. As the linebacker almost jumps off sides again. The clock just winds down. So Marshall Faulk spinning his way as the running backs are going crazy today. This one, on the other hand, he has about 8 carries, 200 yards just on himself. Barry Sanders tried to do a spin for his own, as he spun one defender out and hurdled another defender for a touchdown. Dolphins lead 17-7 with a 10-point lead going into the 4th quarter. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. As oh my gosh, a false start is going to push this offense back after they had a 3rd and 3. Is now going to be a 3rd and 13. Actually, it's 3rd and 8. Carey motions out, hits his receiver. The receiver catches it, but it's 4th and inches. Are they going to go for it? If they go for it and get it, this seals the game. They decide to punt it. So instead of going out, the coach plays it conservatively. He punts it, and they give a short punt. Don't even allow the... Oh, they do call a fair catch. Well, that saved them from probably getting the ball back at the 17-yard line. Bobby Taylor fields the bunt. And it looks like Coach Terrell is getting upset at his offensive coordinator in the chat, as he says this team should have went for it. So Steve McNair fields the ball, play action, gets his receiver, as the receiver catches the ball 10 yards for a first down. The Jags need to have a little bit of urgency with only 7 minutes left on the clock. They come back out, drop back. There was another quick pass as Isaac Bruce falls down as he was scared he was going to get popped. The hospital ball, he said he wasn't taking that one. As they get an offsides penalty on the defense, Miami jumps and encroaches. So Chad Hennings gets called for the encroachment penalty. That's going to be 5 yards for a first down, and it also stops the clock as the Jacksonville Jaguars takes the ball from the 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. As Barry Sanders peels out, jukes past 3 defenders, and he gets 14 yards on that carry, putting their offense at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 46. The Jags are trying to fight their way back after not putting up zilch in the first half, actually. They come out and score quickly on one drive and try to get themselves back into it. He juked past 3 defenders on that one. Steve McNair drops back, finds his receiver. Keyshawn Johnson catches the ball on a quick seam pass. That goes 19 yards on the reception. Jags get the ball at the 27-yard line. They try to come back out in a little quick huddle. 1st and 10, 27, trips left. Steve McNair calls a motion outside. Isaac Bruce going outfield. And he tries to throw it, gets it off quick before the pressure comes to him. Isaac Bruce runs that all the way across the field, gaining 5 yards on the catch. Urgency. You think they would have it more, as they only have 4 minutes left. They've already lost about 3 minutes on the clock. Throws it again, hits Sanders as they're deking and diming it down the field. Isaac Bruce finds another receiver for a first down. They get it at the 13-yard line. 9 yards on that last reception. Hits a quick screen. Keyshawn Johnson doesn't have the breakaway speed. Settle for a timeout right here. Keyshawn Johnson gets about 7 yards on that reception. The Dolphins today playing very good defense so far. Three minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock after the TV timeout. Steve McNair hits his receiver. Isaac Bruce breaks past one defender, goes for the touchdown. The Jaguars scored 2 touchdowns in the second half after putting up 0 in the first, brings the scores to 17-14. Just when the defender had him, he couldn't cover him because a great block by Keyshawn Johnson throws the defense off, as the Jacksonville Jaguars come within only 3 after this field goal. PAT. So Dolphins lead 17-14, a 3-point lead. It took the Jaguars 3 minutes and 54 seconds to drive down the field on 75 yards. As the Dolphins get ready to hold the ball, they got 3 minutes and 33 seconds in all 3 timeouts. And he's tackled down quickly, only at the 21-yard line. It's Kerry Collins, who's been calling a great offense today. He needs to call a great last drive to seal this game, get his team to the Super Bowl. Dolphins call a quick inside zone, as actually a shovel pass, a jet screen, sorry. Kenny McCardle take it down again in the backfield, this time by Lonnie Moats. second and 12 from the 19-yard line. 3 minutes left on the clock. Kenny drops back for a pass. Hits his receiver tight end. Actually, that's receiver Joey Galloway who takes that 15 yards for the first down. We're going to have a TV timeout. A broadcaster timeout. We're having technical difficulties in the broadcast right now. As we come back to you after the broadcast timeout, New York had some technical difficulties. A previous first down by Shannon Sharp gets the Dolphins offense back in good position. They throw it, and Marshall Faulk trucks a defender as he gains 2 yards on that catch. He's not trying to go down. So another timeout called by the Jaguars. We haven't even reached the 2-minute warning yet. 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. Season is on the line as they throw a screen to Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk gets a chip block and he chucks on the defender and gets the first down. This game is likely iced as the Jags can't stop the Dolphins offense. This team has eyes and hopes set on a Super Bowl. So I formation from the Dolphins. They hand it off to Marshall Faulk. He breaks past the middle, breaks past 2 defenders, and he gets down 9 yards on a carry. This guy is unstoppable right now. Talk about a weak defense right now. There's nothing they can do. So 2nd and inches, right before the 2-minute warning, they do hike it. Marshall Faulk gets tackled but gains the first down as he reaches for it. This guy is a monster as he put the team on his back today. And they come out in victory formation as this is likely the game sealed. As they just run it all the way down. I don't know how you could run down to a whole 2 minutes. That clock just went down a whole 2 minutes. Dude, this went from 1:59 to 8 seconds. It is still 2nd down. What the hell? Insane. Marshall Faulk called game, and the Miami Dolphins will make it to the first Super Bowl. Well, not their first, but make it to the Super Bowl again as they have their eyes set on their first Super Bowl win. We're looking out and looking forward to the NFC Championship to see who's the other team featured in the 1996 Super Bowl. Your AFC champion, Marshall Faulk, spun his way and ran 99 yards on one run, all the way for a touchdown. An embarrassing feature by the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is they couldn't stop this running back for nothing. So he did a little Iggy shuffle into the end zone. Miami is back, baby. These commercials are holding the team back as Barry Sanders gets his own juke and run. Spin and run for a touchdown, and he tried. But it wasn't enough. The team is unfortunately heading back home. Let's show that run by Marshall Faulk. This is his 2nd run, the 71-yarder that was taken all the way. And it looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars will now have their eyes set on us on their draft. So that's going to be all from this game today. As the Dolphins put a beating on them. Stayed alive just long enough to prevent their team from getting eliminated. Kerry Collins, 22 for 26 today. Both quarterbacks were 22 for 26. Kerry Collins, 205 yards. Steve McNair only had 189. 1 touchdown from McNair and 1 interception from Kerry. Marshall Faulk, a 200-yard day, came away with 192 yards on 10 attempts. Barry Sanders had 46 on 5 attempts. Looking over at the receivers, Shannon Sharp leading the field today. 7 catches on 74 yards. Joey Galloway following his pursuit with 6 catches and 73 yards. Chris Sanders features the wide receivers on the Jacksonville Jaguars team. 6 catches, 52. And Bobby Taylor, 9 tackles and 1 interception. That's us signing out from your AFC Championship. Dolphins featured in the Super Bowl. So as we go to our NFC teams, we got the Rams versus Packers. Where are the Rams at? So for your St. Louis Rams, your team features Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Herman Moore, Willie Rove, Dermontti Dawson, and Tony Boselli. Their defense features Michael Strahan and Sean Gilbert. Your Green Bay Packers, who were 17-0 on the year, they had an amazing year for themselves. Green Bay Packers had Brett Favre, Terrell Davis, who ran them all the way throughout the season, Tim Brown, wide receiver, a bunch of Williams brothers on the lineman, Ben Coates at tight end, and Antonio Freeman as their backup. Your defense is also good as it features Reggie White, Cortez Kennedy, and Cortez Kennedy. So let's start this game. Your NFC matchup. The LA Rams versus Green Bay Packers. '60s, 1988, 1970s, 2000s. What's the 1970s? All right. As the Rams and Packers get ready to face off, Packers wearing their 1988s, whereas the Rams will be wearing their 1970s. Go Pack Go. As we have the Green Bay Packers facing off against the away team LA Rams in the NFC Championship, it's a snow game. A winter wonderland at Lambeau Field as Brett Favre and Terrell Davis gets ready to take on Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. Coach Marsh with a 13-4 record team, and the St. Louis Rams get ready to face off against the 17-0 Green Bay Packers. So as we get ready to go to kickoff, just a reminder, this is a CPU versus CPU matchup, so all games are simmed to the end on slow speed. As the Rams field the ball first after getting a coin toss. As the returner runs it, breaks pass, and instead of hitting the outside, comes inside. But he gains 43 yards on that return. Troy Aikman, 4,118 yards on the year, 68 completion percentage with 42 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. As they take on a nice and stifling Green Bay Packers defense, Troy Aikman hits his receiver on the first play, gains 17 yards, wasting no time coming out right at them. Number 81 on that 18-yard catch.
First down, Los Angeles.
Troy Aikman calls a motion left side. Eric Metcalf, as Emmitt Smith gets the ball, he trucks one defender, trucks another defender, boom! First down on the first carry, 17 yards as Emmitt Smith comes running angry, dashing through the snow, putting a little power on that play.
And the Rams first down.
After that long 17-yard run, Rams motion right. Outside handoff to Emmitt Smith, breaks one tackle, spins off, and he dashes away, shoots past another defender for a touchdown. Rams coming out firing. Easy first touchdown on the first drive. Talk about the St. Louis Rams as Emmitt Smith runs his way in for a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Following an angry run by Emmitt Smith. Gets a touchdown. 7-0 the Rams go.
Makes the score Rams 7, Packers nothing.
So as the Packers get ready to field the ball, their returner runs right up the middle as he gains a good 36 yards on his return. Brett Favre hits his receiver and he drops it. Feeling a little pressure. He's coming out with 4,221 yards on the year. 45 touchdowns and 0 interceptions as they decide to run it with TD on the second play. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 from the 38-yard line. Brett Favre finds his receiver 82 wide open as he runs the out route all across the field. Brett Favre gets that reception, 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
As they run it with Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis tries to juke 2 defenders, gets tackled down shortly.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
As they hand another outside handoff to Terrell Davis, who's tackled down on the backfield for a loss on that drive. A loss on that run. 3rd and 10 from 30-yard line. And this running back has been running this team all the way home for every single game as he's getting taken down shortly as Brett Favre finds his way. Tim Brown gets his receiver right over for a first down. As the linebacker couldn't even look for the ball. First and 10 for the 12-yard line. They give it to Terrell Davis again, who tries to break away from the tackle. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain. He's stifled again on another carry. Brett Favre drops back, surveys the field, zips it to his receiver. He catches it for a good 8 yards. That's Ben Coates, tight end Ben Coates.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
As they hand it off to Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis good in that red zone, but holding penalty is going to bring that back as it was already a tackle for loss. It was actually a legal block in the back as they just settle for the 4th and 1. Packers ready to take the field goal. They get it. 7-3. So the Rams lead, and they get ready to receive the ball. Kick return by the Rams. Eric Metcalf. Eric Metcalf gets the ball down to the 37-yard line. So after the long Rams touchdown last drive by Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman calls a play action, tries to dump it off as Reggie White was coming right through. Actually, that's Cortez Kennedy. Pressure from this D-line is insane. So you got to watch out for them whenever they call stunts. As the Packers haven't been trailing often throughout the season, coming in this game as Emmitt Smith finds his way doing an amazing celebration. Talk about the core on that play. So the Packers, like I was saying, they're not often down in games. They're usually playing with a great lead, so this defense is able to get to the quarterback. In this instance, they need some pressure. As this team decides to run it often. They run it again. This time, instead of to Emmitt Smith, they run to their backup running back. He doesn't get far. They have a split backfield with Emmitt Smith and Mike Allstott. They throw it to Mike as Reggie White tries to put a tackle on him, but I don't even know why they have their defensive end in coverage. He needs to be rushing that quarterback. Mike Allstott for a first down. First to 10 from the 37-yard line. Motion right. Fake jet pass. Emmitt Smith gets the outside zone. Trucks another defender. It gets a first down. So he gains a good amount of yards. He gains 14 on that carry. As we get closer to the end of the first quarter, the Rams lead 7-3. Emmitt Smith is on fire, running away, juking and trucking defenders all across the field. And this snow is bringing in a nice, hard fighting game right now. Both teams are throwing bows. They're going to get themselves a bout at the Super Bowl. Emmitt Smith runs it on first down, gets tackled after a 3-yard carry.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Emmitt Smith gets the handoff again. Tackled down again at the line of scrimmage. This time he gains one.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 1-yard gain.
It's 3rd and 6 from the 19-yard line. Kurt Warner drops back, finds his receiver. He can't hold on to it. So the Rams, after having an amazing first drive, have to settle for a field goal from the 19-yard line. 4th and 6 from the 19. The Packers try to block it. They settle for a safe field goal block. So Rams take the lead, back up to 7 after this field goal. The score is 10-3 as the Packers get ready to field the ball again. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock for Green Bay. As a returner takes it down the field, jukes outside, and gets tackled shortly after juking at the 27-yard line. Brett Favre comes out on the field after trying to save the drive last time. Come out in I formation. Terrell Davis gets the play action, chips block, hits his receiver, and the receiver tackled down shortly. Antonio Freeman can't go far with the reception, 4 yards. Brett Favre calling audibles across the field, motions his receiver Antonio Freeman. Top of the screen. Brett Favre sees an open field as he launches it up, and that's almost intercepted. He saw something. Batted down by a nice Rams defense. So Brett Favre sees his receiver, hits it, tries to hit him, but it bounces off his head. He's not even looking for it.
It's now 4th down.
So the Packers have to settle for a punt. Unfortunately, after that wild pass, doinks off the receiver's head. The Rams get ready to field the ball. Emmitt Smith looking to dash through the snow as he tries to run away, and he gets the outside run, gaining 25 yards on that carry. He has 7 rushes for 94 yards today. They run it again to Emmitt Smith, who gets the outside, and he's going to break away. One person to beat as he gains another extra 30 yards on that run. 8 carries for 123 yards from running back Emmitt Smith. We might see a nice, crazy Super Bowl between Emmitt Smith and Marshall Faulk if he keeps running this way. Troy Aikman finds his receiver, gains 8 yards on that reception. And a false start penalty is going to bring this Rams offense back. So Just when they had 3rd and 2, they take a step back 5 yards. 3rd and 7 from the 12-yard line, empty backfield. Troy Aikman gets sacked. Reggie White, legendary lineman, defensive lineman, comes right in, sacks Troy Aikman, prevents this offense from getting more points. As this field goal will help extend the lead 10. Rams go up 13-3. What a stop by Reggie White as he saves the team from letting go more points. Packers field the ball, 3 minutes 19 seconds left on the clock as a returner gets it up to the 32-yard line. Now I don't know why there's commercials. Brett Favre, play action, hits his receiver. He gains 15 yards on that catch. Tim Brown with some secure hands keeps the ball down the field.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Brett Favre comes back out again, trips left, surveys the field, gets sacked. Michael Strahan coming right through. He throws up a sack himself after Reggie White tried to show himself a big day. Brett Favre finds his receiver wide open. Tim Brown races away. The 10, the 5, touchdown. Packers. Green Bay get back on the board after trailing 13-3. They make it 9-3. Barring the field goal, it's going to be 10-13. Direction. Make it 10-3. What the hell? You guys know what I'm trying to say. As after this PAT, no block, it looks like. 13-10. The Rams still lead by a field goal, but the Packers only took 3 plays and 68 yards. Scored that touchdown. Coach MB showing his team that can fight in this snow. Rams try to return it, get to the 30-yard line. As Emmitt Smith gets the first carry, almost tackled down in the backfield as he trucks a defender, and he gains an extra 11 yards on that carry. As Brett Favre drops back, sacked for a fumble. Reggie White gets a strip sack as the Packers score again, back-to-back. Within the past 30 seconds. First Tim Brown and now Sean Jones after a crazy monster sack by Reggie White on Troy Aikman. And that ball just came right through. And just like that, the Packers are leading now. Brett Favre and his Packers are coming back as the defense has to take the field again after that strip sack fumble for a touchdown. Reggie White is a monster. So after the field goal, the Rams get the ball at the 33-yard line, following the strip sack. The Packers run another stunt, and it comes right through. the pressure. Cortez Kennedy on this sack this time. Troy Aikman feeling all the pressure. And they need to just call a timeout and talk to his quarterback and keep him level-headed. What's going on? This is a 17-0 Packers trying to show why they're undefeated. Trying to make their case for the first 21-0 team in NFL history. As tight end can't hold on to the ball.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
As that one just goes haywire. Reggie White wrecking the game.
Fair catch, signaled for and taken. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Alrighty, so the Packers, Tim Brown only has 3 receptions, but 92 yards and 1 touchdown as Brett Favre calls a motion out of his trips, right? Almost throws an interception as the quarterback was focused too much on the running back. All he had to do was put his hands up, and that pass would have been going back the other way.
37-yard line.
Packers field the ball 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. The snow is continuing to fall down. Brett Favre surveys the field, hits his receiver, 82, wide open down the middle. There's no safety there for help as he runs a good 63-yard touchdown. Packers, Green Bay, after trailing 13-3, they make their way back into this game, and it's now 23-13. Just that quick. A touchdown from Tim Brown, a touchdown after a strip sack from Reggie White, and another touchdown as Brett Favre hits his receiver for a long 63-yard touchdown to give them the lead. They're showing why they're undefeated.
The kick is good.
2 plays and 66 yards is all they needed.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Aikman's pass, complete to number 87. That's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
As Emmitt Smith gets a return, gets the run, as he runs past, trucks another defender, stiff arms the other one, and he's angry. He's running all the way to 10 to 5, and he showboats his way to a touchdown. Talk about I can score too. I'm dashing through the snow, I'm giddying up, and I'm putting the Rams on my back. Emmitt Smith runs the ball, gets the team back into the game. Talk about a 20-24 ball game.
The kicker on for the point after. The kick is good. Makes the score Packers
So as the Rams take the ball on their drive, 64 yards for only in 2 plays, the Packers get ready to receive the ball.
The Packers take over 1st
Talk about a game of the year.
at their own 28-yard line. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
So as the timeout comes across in the second quarter,
And 8.
Packers lead 24-20. Following that long run by Emmitt Smith. Brett Favre Finds a receiver again open as he's just torching his defense. 232 yards and 2 touchdowns for Brett Favre. They still got 37 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
As Terrell Davis gets the ball, gains 5 yards on the carry.
He's brought down at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Brett Favre has more than enough time all throughout the day. Hits his receiver. He gains a first down. 12 yard, or the 28-yard line, 12 seconds left on the clock. First and 10. As he hits his receiver who breaks away for another touchdown. There was only 4 seconds left. 4 seconds was all he needed. As the receiver, Michael Bates, scores a 2nd touchdown of the day. These teams are fighting. Haymakers left and right. There's so many highlights, I can't keep up. These teams are going insane right now. And just like that, the Packers go down the field. 5 plays, 73 yards, and only 38 seconds as the Rams is looking kind of slim. They received the ball first. They only have 8 seconds to try to score and at least put themselves back into scoring range. But this Packers offense is just not slowing down at all.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
As that's just going to bring us to halftime. The Rams trail by 11 after ending the first quarter with a 10-point lead. This is an amazing half as the Packers lead 31-20. Tell you what, Reggie White is a monster. He wrecked this game. A strip sack fumble led to a touchdown, whereas Emmitt Smith, he's juking all defenders, dashing through the snow. Call him the Grinch as way he's still in the game. Troy Aikman, only 31 yards today. Brett Favre, 269 and 3 TDs. Emmitt Smith has 197 rushing yards, but 2 TDs. I'll tell you what, these teams are fighting. As the Packers get ready to field the ball on the kick return and get to the 20. And he's tackled down at the 23-yard line. Bates, who has 2 touchdowns on the day, doing amazing on the punt returns. He's not doing too great. As Brett Favre gets ready to come back out, he's hot. Surveys the field. Throws it. Almost throws an interception as that one's just get batted down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Finds his receiver, Terrell Davis, open on the screen. The linebacker can't catch him as he breaks away for a long 30 yards reception.
That's good for a Packers first down.
So out of single back formation, he throws a quick height, and that just wafts off. Talk about noodling. That ball goes nowhere.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
You don't see Brett Favre throw many of those throughout the year, so that's lucky. Terrell Davis gets the ball on the outside zone, and he gets tackled down. 3rd and 12 after a 2-yard loss from Simmons. 3rd and 12 on the 46-yard line. The Rams defense needs to stay disciplined. Do not let up a first down right here. As the receiver catches the ball, and he does the exact same thing that we tell him not to do. Tim Brown, first down. You have so much yardage right there and a lot of field to play with, but you just can't tackle. Number 31. Selling the game, I'll tell you that much. As the Packers now get the ball 1st and 10 for the 42-yard line. Terrell Davis, outside zone. Trucks one defender, but gets tackled shortly for a 2-yard loss. So Emmitt Smith is running crazy, but Terrell Davis is being kept at bay. The Rams need to find a way to prevent these Packers, get them on a 3 and out. They run a fake motion, and he fumbles. Oh no! They call it forward pass. I believe that was a fumble, but apparently they're hiking the ball fast enough before the New York can review it, and they're gonna call it. They're gonna let it stand as he tries to run it again. But Michael Strahan coming right off the edge, punches him in the face and makes him pay for it for what should have been a fumble.
It's 4th down.
Angrily, defense is angry
The Rams take over
as the ball goes through the end zone. So Emmitt Smith, 197 yards on the day, comes through. He's making his case for a Hall of Fame day. As that rush goes positive for 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Emmitt Smith gets the ball right up the middle. Emmitt Smith runs, gains 17.
Gain of 14 yards.
He's running this ball all over the Packers defense. Talk about a cheese grater for these cheese heads. Another run to Emmitt Smith as he gains 1 yard on the carry. Emmitt Smith having himself a day. Motion left. Troy Aikman drops back, hits the receiver that tried the motion. So he drops it. So 3rd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They need to convert this or this game is looking scary for them. Troy Aikman finds a receiver. He gets it. Herman Moore keeping the drive alive. Catches that ball for a good 13 yards. And a 1st down. Right across the middle. Troy Aikman and Herman Moore finding a way to keep the drive alive. As Troy drops back again, hits Herman Moore for a 2nd time. He tries to reach for it late at the end. They'll mark the ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 35. Single back formation, toss. A chip block as he gets pancaked. Emmitt Smith jukes a defender, spins off another one. Gains 15 on that carry. Down at the 20-yard line. The Rams trying their best to stay inside of this game as the snow keeps piling on. Hits Eric Metcalf. Eric Metcalf gains 2 yards on that catch. As Troy Aikman got taken down. Reaching for the helmet. No concussion protocol as he stays on the field. And this is 1990, so quarterbacks play with concussions all day. As Herman Moore tried to keep the ball in but drops it. That coverage is right there. All over him. As he hits Herman Moore again, he catches it on the sideline this time. 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line, but Green Bay challenged it. Did he get his feet down? They're going to have to take this one up to New York. Let's see what happens. So this is your NFC Championship. Herman Moore, he does get 2 feet in by the looks of it. As you can see, that snow is falling up. The snow is getting picked up as his feet drags. So 1st and goal stands. First and goal from the 7-yard line. They run it with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith instead cuts it back inside, stiff arms the defender, gains another touchdown. Is that his 4th one of the day? Emmitt Smith and the Rams go up again, or get a touchdown again. He stiff arms that defender. Talk about trying to find your way in the game. He's running his way back into this game. Emmitt Smith and the Rams make it 26-31 as they go for the 2-point conversion. Try to get within 3 points. Troy Can't find anybody. He gets sacked. Troy Aikman goes down after the 2-point conversion. The Rams are down by 5 now. 26-31 is what they trail by, as a returner gains that 33 yards. Brett Favre comes in, hands it off to Terrell Davis, tackled down in the backfield. Sean Gilbert on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Brett Favre passes it, but a holding penalty is going to negate this long reception. He's going to bring them back. 2nd and 20 from James Williams. The Packers offensive line has been doing great today. And another penalty is going to move them back even further. This time it's false start. As Brett Favre just tries to find his receiver. And 2nd and 25 becomes 3rd and 10 after that long reception. So when it looked like their team was down big, they convert, and they get the first down. Michael Bates is carrying this team. Talk about a long, crazy day. He has 4 catches for 135 yards. As we enter the 4th quarter, these teams are firing on all cylinders. Packers lead 31 and the Rams trail with 26. A 5-point lead for Green Bay. As Emmitt Smith is carrying one team and Brett Favre is dotting it up across the field on the other team. This is the 4th quarter of your NFC Championship. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Yeah, Brett Favre finds the receiver and he throws an interception. The Packers throw their first interception of the year. He threw 45 touchdowns and 0 interceptions and throws one in the wrong game. Ken Irvin from the Los Angeles Rams pick off the legendary Brett Favre. After an amazing 45 touchdown year, finally comes across with his first interception in the NFC Championship. Troy Aikman. Offsides on the defense. It's going to be an encroachment penalty. As Emmitt Smith gets the outside zone, he breaks off, but it's a holding penalty. Is going to bring that one back. If they got to the 1st and 5.
Offense.
It's 1st to 13. They come out with Emmitt Smith again, who gains 2 yards on a carry. Packers trying to keep their season alive. The defense needs to come together if they want to try to stop this team. 17-0. Brett Favre had an amazing game. That was his first interception of the year as Emmitt Smith gets that ball. 12 yards for a first down. And they run it with Emmitt Smith again. And a holding penalty, it looks like. We're blocking the back. Holding on offense. Willie Roaf called on the penalty this time. And that's a veteran lineman getting the holding penalty. Troy Aikman hits up Eric Metcalf this time, who subs in for Emmett as he takes a breather. 2nd and 21 from the 39-yard line. They run it with Emmett. He tries to juke past one defender and gets taken down after only 2 yards on the game. So 3rd and 19 after trying to run it on 2nd and 21. That was a risky call as their season gets dwindles down. The line trying to hold up all day, but this Packers defensive line is causing a lot of pressure, wreaking havoc. Troy has to throw the ball away. So the Packers get the ball back
Fair catch. Signaled for
after throwing their first interception. Brett Favre seems to be fired up, not fazed at all by that bad drive. Mistakes happen, I'll tell you that much. The ones that are able to overcome it, they're the ones that become champions. Terrell Davis gets the ball, gains only 2 yards on the carry. Terrell Davis is one of the leading running backs throughout the year, leading the league in rushing touchdowns, but not much on the ground today. As he gets the ball again, and as he does, breaks away for his first run of the day, 13 yards. It's going to be called back
Offense.
because of illegal block in the back by wide receiver Tim Brown. So 2nd and 6. As Terrell Davis runs it again, tackled at the line of scrimmage. So it was the longest rush of the day, gets negated by a penalty. 3rd and 5 from the 22-yard line. The Packers are. Brett Favre surveys the field, finds his receiver who's wide open. You can see that from the far side of the field all day.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. As Terrell Davis runs that ball 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Second and 1 from the 38-yard line. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock. Another handoff to Terrell Davis, and he's tackled down for a loss of 1. This Rams defense is stifling this run game. Trying to, at least. But they can't stop Brett Favre from these 3rd downs. They need to stop right here. If they want to show that they're worthy of a Super Bowl win, they need to stop. As he get another interception, but a penalty. Oh, no. Pass interference. Just when you thought they had the game and intercepted Brett Favre for his 2nd interception of the year in the NFC Championship, a pass interference calls back, and Brett Favre in the offense on 1st down runs it with Terrell Davis.
The 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Packers get saved as a timeout by the Rams following that horrible pass interference penalty. Running again with Terrell Davis, and he breaks away for a 1st down, jukes the defender, and there goes that pop. You keep running it with him, he's going to break one off.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Terrell Davis gets a run again, breaks the tackle, gains 3 yards on the carry. The Rams use up all of their timeouts. It's not looking promising for them.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
As they throw a toss, and Terrell Davis runs this home. Sayonara as he runs through the snow, finishing the game, gritties his way all the way through the end zone. Terrell Davis calls game. You've never seen him show them moves with his feet. But that outside handoff was all they needed. Peace, love, and goodbye as the Packers are headed to their 1996 Super Bowl.
6.
Kick return, 20, 25, and tackle down at the 29. And just like that, the Rams had hopes to win the game. And now the team is just frustrated. False start. And they were only trailing by 5, and that toss play by Terrell Davis just ends it. So right now they're just playing for fun, playing for pride. There's a roughing the passing penalty, gives them closer. Cortez Kennedy called on that penalty. As it looks like we're having a bunch of trouble in the booth. Emmitt Smith gets the handoff. Runs that 9 yards on the carry.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Emmitt Smith again as he swerves around the defense, stiff arms the defender, and gains a long run. Taking that from the 47-yard line all the way down to the 11. Emmitt Smith showing he can do it as they give him a breather. And they bring in Eric Metcalf. Can't do much on that run. You might as well lead that running back bring him back on the field. Do a mid-sub. They try to do a read option with Troy Aikman. What are you doing? He gets folded by Reggie White. So the Rams trail by 12. 2-minute warning hits. Troy Aikman gets the ball, surveys, hits his receiver Eric Metcalf for a late game touchdown. Now, if they can get an onside kick, this game is still alive. But it all depends on the onside kick, as they do score before the 2-minute warning.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 38, Rams 33.
Onside kick taken off, and then hands team for the Packers do their job. As the Green Bay Packers take the ball, and they're getting ready to come out in victory formation. So your Green Bay Packers fighting back after trailing by 10 in the first quarter. They only had 3 points in the first quarter, and look where they are now, 35. It started with a touchdown from Tim Brown, a strip sack from Reggie White, and then another touchdown from Michael Bates. Gave them a jump from 3 to 24, whereas the Rams had an amazing game with Emmitt Smith, running all over the field. They just fall short by 5. So your Super Bowl, your 1996 Super Bowl features the Green Bay Packers facing off against the Miami Dolphins in what will be an amazing matchup we look forward to seeing. This NFC Championship features some heavy-hitting plays. So you can see that one upended. Reggie White wreaking havoc. Had an amazing amount of sacks today. Troy Aikman had a pretty good game himself, aside from that play. But that was the momentum shifter right there. As he saluted to our veterans, Emmitt Smith said hello to a couple veterans as he trucks and stiff-armed a player, running his way in for a touchdown. You think he was Santa, or a matter of fact, Rudolph, by the way, he was dashing through the snow. But on the other end, Brett Favre find his way, hitting Michael Bates, who had a career day. He had himself a good amount of receptions. So that's going to be good. That's going to be it for today's game. This was your NFC matchup. As you look back on today, we had Brett Favre complete 16 passes out of 24 for 340 yards on 66 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, and he threw his first interception of the year, guys. First interception of the year. Whereas Troy Aikman, he completed 12 of 19 for only 100 yards. But that doesn't look too promising. When we go to the next page, you will see why he only had 100 yards receiving, 100 yards passing. Emmitt Smith, 286 rushing yards on 20 attempts, running all over the place. I'm dead serious when I say he was dashing through the snow like Rudolph today. Broke 10 tackles, had 3 touchdowns. Terrell Davis held to his lowest yard marker on the year. Still had 18 rushes for 76 yards and 1 touchdown himself. That 36-yarder helped salvage his rushing totals today. He only had 17 for 40 at that point. On the receiving end, Michael Bates had a career day, 4 catches, 135 yards. Tim Brown, 4 catches, 104 yards. Herman Moore, 5 catches, 48. Ben Coates, 5 catches, 43. The rest of the field kind of just did their parts. There were 4 sacks given up today, 3 by the Rams, 1 by the Packers. As you can see, Reggie White had himself a couple sacks today, with 4 total tackles and a fumble to go for it. Ken Irvin with the only interception, as we did have a second interception, but it was called back by a pass interference call. That's going to be it for this game, and that's going to be it for me today. As next week, I will feature the Super Bowl teams, or later today, I'll feature the Super Bowl teams. 1 second. Where's advance? Emmitt Smith, 20 rushes for 286 yards. Crazy. Let's look at the Pro Bowl roster. Troy Aikman, Steve McNair, quarterbacks. Smith, Barry Sanders, Jerome Bettis, Thurman Thomas, Ricky Waters, Andre Hastings, Jimmy Smith. 2 Titans receivers make the Pro Bowl. Leslie O'Neal, John Randall, Warren Sapp, Eddie Swain, Brian Paup, Quinn Coriat, Darryl Green, Troy Vincent, D. Washington, let's see, Steve Atwater, Jake Elam. All right, yeah, let's see what the Packers got. Man, that was a crazy game. That was literally the best game of the year.
The top prize.
Just saw your message as I was walking by. How's it going? Coach Moj. Seeing everyone celebrating this week, I was looking back at all the great performances this year. Agreed, we would have a much different offense without them. Who are we talking about? Sure. I'm sure Brett will appreciate. Okay. Bet. See if Coach T. Rello got the same thing. Okay. He also got a player recognition storyline.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.
Joey Galloway had an incredible year, and I'd like to do something special for him. What's that? He accomplished a lot this year. Whatever you need me to pitch in, I'm good for. Great idea, coach. All right, Joey Galloway. It's the Super Bowl. Biggest Super Bowl, the 1996 Super Bowl. All right. So Brett Favre got MVP. Barry Sanders, Offensive Player of the Year. Minnesota defense, Chad Brown, Defensive Player of the Year. Should be Reggie White, low key. Eddie George, Rookie of the Year. Sean Wooden, Rookie of the Year. Has QB rating. Led the league in rushing yards. Catches everything. Jimmy Smith, 128 receptions. Warren Sapp leads the league in sacks. Super Bowl in San Fran. Green Bay and Miami. Alright. That's going to be it from this stream. I'm going to boot back up. Probably in like 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe sooner, but